Yeah, Mike me, what's Papino, what's Papino? Sorry for being a little late, man. Sorry for being a little late, top of the morning, top of the morning. Shout out to the Midwest. Big shout out to the Midwest. Um, we in the building, we in the building, feed the wolves. See, this nice view sun in the Midwest. You see the arch? Yeah. What's poppin', party people? Chain smokers in the building. J.E. Moneybags is in the building. Oh God, what's Papino? What's Papino? Yeah, I'm getting old, man. Domo was popping, was popping. There's a lot going on in the news as we see. Let's wake some wolves up. Let's get some wolves up. Um, Mike Hurd, everybody in the building, man. There's things going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Jay Swish was Papino, was Papino. We got the I don't know what was going on with 6ix9ine, but what made him think he was gonna walk out of jail is beyond my imagination. Even though he's doing a year, it's questionable. Because he's the type of person that probably felt like he can tell and get out of things, and that judge, even though he's gonna get out 8 months from now, is beating him up. That he's still gotta do at least 8 more months in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because he thought, I'm gonna tell and I'm gonna get out of jail right now. It's just how that picture looked. He looked crushed. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying? I keep telling people, man, you have to understand federal law. At the end of the day, the federal judge makes the final decision. It's not like the state where New York State prison, New York State, now a lot of the cases are determined on the judge's discretion when it comes to drugs. But 90% of the time, when it's up to the judge, you know what I'm saying? So you got Trump. Trump don't care though, but he was impeached in the House of Representatives. He doesn't care because you have to impeach him in the Senate for it to really matter. You know what I'm saying? For him not to get the pension plan, Secret Service, the Donald Trump library, for him not to get all that for the rest of his life, the Senate will have to impeach him. Plus, you might go to jail. So, if they don't present it to the Senate, it's just gonna be in the record books that he was impeached, just like everybody else. Like Bill Clinton was impeached, Andrew Johnson was impeached. Nixon, he really didn't get impeached. He just happened to resign before he got to the House of Representatives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know what I'm saying? And that was the beginning of that with the Trump situation. And I think this is the only way that you know what I'm saying? In all reality, there's no real candidate that can unseat him right now. There's only one, and it'll be a good one against him and Bloomberg. I think Biden, they've thrown so much dirt out there about Biden that it's crazy. Like, he's a womanizer. You know what I'm saying? and within the Me Too movement right now, it's crazy. The Me Too movement is destroying careers. Yeah, he not out yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's the Me Too movement that's moving the crowd right now. You know what I'm saying? Ashley Lane's was popping. Exactly. The Republicans wanted that happen. And to be honest with you, I believe that it seems to be that in the Senate, there may be more Republicans than the Democrats. So they may not get the swing they want. Remember, bipartisan is playing both sides of the line. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are bipartisan. Republican. Some of these Republicans are straight Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Like Olga Mendez was bipartisan. That was her power in New York City. Olga Mendez, she's a New York State Republican. She was Democrat. And they get a lot of services during the Ronald Reagan era, the Ed Koch era. You know what I'm saying? To get a lot of services, she did a lot of things to cross the line for Republicans. Kashana was popping. She did a lot. She did a lot of things, and that's why a lot of Democrats began to hate her, and that's why in the 2000s she actually became Republican. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only way we was getting things accomplished in East Harlem when there was a depression, where she had to, whatever she was doing for the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, it's just a lot of Republicans, just when it's simple them not being bipartisan, it'd be like, well, we don't like Trump, but we're not going to give the Democrats their way. You know what I'm saying? And this is deep, man. And these are conversations that we got to have. When you put these elected officials in office, you have to understand that some of these people, they either do it for the people or they do it for their personal agendas. So now you got somebody who's Republican or Democrat that's gonna go, listen, man, it makes all sense, but I'm not just gonna go across party lines for my personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? This is the conversation that we gotta have. You know, game is changing. I mean, you have a president that they said is impeached. That's not really impeached yet. He's impeached record-wise, but House of Representatives, but he's still president. He still get all the services, and he's not in jail yet. You know what I'm saying? And gotta pay attention. So y'all gotta find out who these delegates are, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have to send it, and that's the whole thing was sent to the Senate. They're just gonna make sure that the Republicans don't block any witnesses, because if the Senate blasts them, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. It's all about if the Senate blasts them, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they holding back, because they want to make sure that the Republicans don't block nothing. Because once you give it to the Senate and they fill out the Senate, then he just walks away with a smile on his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all impeach me, but it doesn't mean nothing. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because when you actually really get impeached, you go to jail for whatever you did, and you lose anything that's federal, like you know what I'm saying, the protection and, you know, the security and, you know, all the actors that's going with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to where I'm at in the Midwest. They got these Republican radio stations. No lie. So Shattuck was popping. Shattuck's in the building. Shattuck's in the building was popping. And they got these just this is crazy. They, you know what I'm saying? M-Man was popping. Ashley Lanes, I appreciate that. Ashley Lanes, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You got these Republican radio stations, and these people be going in. They going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Teresa was popping. You know what I'm saying? M-Man was popping. Quinn was popping. So, top of the morning. Much love, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Ashley Lane. Appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to give you all the, you know, some great information, you know what I'm saying? I do it for the people, man. Definitely have a happy holidays, you know what I'm saying? Well, so, it's deep. So you got these Republican radio stations, and these Republican radio stations is ill. The Republicans, I'm gonna tell you something, man. These Republicans sound more like Black Panthers. You hear them on the radio station. This is deep. Y'all know if you're in the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So they talking about this one lady, I think she's the head of the DOT, or she works in the Department of Transportation, and she's going in about, because one lady was like, yo, listen, man, today's the day that we wear our Magna uniforms. I got my Magna shirt. I shouldn't be, it was crazy. And I shouldn't be looked upon or frowned upon because I like to wear Magna. This is in the Midwest. Now, this is so deep. This is worldwide, but the Midwest, so she's going in. And I said, yo, it's bigger than Trump. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. So these politics, you know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, you know what I'm saying? That's Senate, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so the Senate is 2/3 Republican. That's what I'm saying. That's where it gets, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that vote, you know what I'm saying? They gotta, you know, a lot of times you gotta convince people, man. You know, sometimes you have to, you know, you gotta wake people up, and you have to bring the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, in these areas, man, you know, there's certain areas, upstate New York, some of you might know, those are Republican strongholds. Certain parts of, you know, these they call them red states, but these states is a lot of strongholds with Republicans in all the right places. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if you in the Midwest, hold on, babes, like, gotta ask her what's the name of this station. If you're in the Midwest, you know know what I'm saying, Shady? This is crazy. These Republicans on this Republican radio station sound like the Black Panthers. You don't believe it. You won't understand it. I'm wearing my MAGA hat, my MAGA shirt. We should wear it. And I'm sitting there going, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Teresa. The only thing with Teresa is that when they bring it to the Senate, that's when they finally get to like when they bring it to the Senate is when if they can convict him there, if they can prove these, because basically the Senate will be able to really prove the crimes that he did, then they can move. Then they can move forward. They gotta keep the people woke. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's in position that love him. This lady is like the head of DOT for the feds. You know what I'm saying? Her husband is somebody important with the federal government. People that's in all positions behind closed doors, they love him. And this is deep, man. You know what I'm saying? But they had to move to put the impeachment in because it's another election year coming up. And even if they don't get a Democratic president, at least they'll get more Democrats in the House of Representatives and Senate. This is all a hustle. It's all way for the people. At the end of the day, we're all for the people. You know what I'm saying? 4 more years of Trump would just be more, because he ain't gonna get 4 more years. So 4 more years of Trump would just be him tweeting and talking crazy. Exactly. Mitch McConnell says he won't even convict Trump, and the trial ain't even start yet. I'm trying to tell you. This is where the personalization coming at. They start personalizing. We don't like Trump, but we're not gonna be bipartisan with you Democrats. You know what I'm saying? See, that's where all the because you gotta keep in mind, a lot of these Republicans want to remain Republican. Like, these are Republican strongholds. Both sides are shady. Never lie, Shady. Both sides are shady. That's true. There's no number 2. What's the vice president name? McCaskill was popping. What's the vice president name again, man? What's this guy name, man? Yo, Pence. The good Christian from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Pence been quiet. Where Pence at? You know what I'm saying? Pence is staying out of firing range. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They gonna force him. You can't trust Pence. Pence don't trust himself. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I'm gonna say about Pence has not said nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? I give Pence credit. Deputy, shout out to Pence. He stays bobbing and weaving, bro. This. You know what? Yeah. Pence becomes president, right? The vice president. This would be crazy. But Pence be quiet. He's just a good Christian. You know what I'm saying? Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do know and understand that Indiana was he gonna be the president. I'm trying to tell you. One thing I learned about your Crickler was popping. One thing I know about politics, right? This is what I'm figuring out. There's a lot going on. You'd be surprised who like who don't like who don't respect who. They get all the dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? If you bought crack in '83, if you sniffed coke in the college dorm, they bring back it's to the point now where they bring back the drug dealers. Just in the year 1984, I was supplying such and such kids with 8 balls of cocaine. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. James Booker was popping. This shit is crazy. But one thing I'm gonna say about Trump is Trump actually allowed America into the White House. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm gonna say. This is what Wifey said last night. She said it's crazy. 4 years ago, when Trump ran for president, we was having the same conversation. Now 4 years later, it's having the Trump conversation. Trump invited the world into the White House and be in charge and not convicted. You're right. Impeached by the houses is being charged and not convicted. That's a fact, Shannon. All it is now in the history books they get to write, yeah, Donald Trump was impeached. That's all they wanted. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted was to put in the history books that Donald Trump was impeached. You know what I'm saying? The partisan impeachment. Quickly, that's right, quickly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, man. And it's crazy because I'm telling you, this is. I'm gonna get the station name for y'all. It's a Republican radio station. It's an AM station that's in the Midwest. Yeah, because I think Andrew Johnson was the only one who really got impeached, right? I think he really did get impeached, Andrew Johnson. You're right, Shannon. I think it was that. I'm gonna tell you something about that, Teresa. Donald Trump, I don't know. I think he was. I didn't think he was gonna win, even after the levels of disrespect. Even when he got to the point of going to the convention, and he's waving and he's just being a jerk. I didn't think he didn't believe that the electoral college was going to take him serious. I think he was just as surprised as the rest of the world that they said, Donald Trump, you won. Oh God. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't think that he believed it to the last thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, somebody told me that people are climbing over the wall. You gotta laugh. You were shocked when he won. I'm telling you, he was shocked. He made it to that point because I got front. He made the election interesting. We can't lie, party people. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lion Ted. What's the short guy? He had a funny name for him too. He had a funny name for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So he made us watch these debates because he'll always say something funny about them. Lion Ted, the Rubio guy, I think he called him short. But when this guy won, oh yeah. Let me tell you something, he's a dirtbag. Now think about this. In New York City, at all these galas and events, you know, Trump gets invited to this. This is before he became president. He hung out with these people. He was cool with them. He know all the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He threw a party on the wall. You know what I'm saying? He knows these people. And then what he does is he takes all type of shots. And then he say things that, think about this. Lion Ted, Little Marco, Rubio, guess who he never jacked? The black man, the big car. So I'm telling you, he the first guy to run for president that came out the gate gigging on cats. That's that New York stuff, man. I don't know, he's a spoiled kid from New York, but that's just the New York City type of mentality where you just like to just joke and say crazy stuff out your mouth with money. So now, they're talking about Trump, right? So Trump losing his mind, Trump is being Trump, you know what I'm saying? Aggressiveness, you know what I'm saying? So the part that was really amazing to me with Trump was that he really was shocked that he won. So now he won, he go, I gotta really be president now. Now mind you, he didn't do enough research on how much power a president had. So he probably thought that the president really had all the power in the world, like a dictator. And then every time he do something, he's getting blocked, and it's hurting him now because it's like, what's the sense of being president? We can't be president. He's not even a politician. You know what I'm saying? He came through racist, build the wall, send them back. You know what I'm saying? Fly Mike, yo. You know what I'm saying? They made what they said. Hold on, what you said? They made Obama just Obama's own preacher. You know what I'm saying? What the mother? Trump came to the gate crazy. You know what I'm saying? He worried about drive-bys in the middle of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Who you blame for that? Obama. You know what I'm saying? This is a crazy president, man. We can't lie, man. He came out the gate saying some craziness. But he was good for TV. See, what happens is everybody made money. A lot of these politicians got stock and money invested in these TV networks. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, he got to that point. Yeah, exactly. It's like how we go at them. Exactly. He be losing his mind. You know what I'm saying? Because he's thinking that he's The president got all the t-shirt was popping. The president have all the power in the world, and then you sitting around going, wait a minute, this guy, I ain't got. So think about it, he the only president we know to go at the feds. He has a personal beef with the feds, the people that work for him. You know what I'm saying? The only president we ever seen that had the only other president that came close to acting like him was, your t-shirt was popping, good morning, good morning. The only person that came close to him was Richard Nixon. You know what I'm saying? The Watergate situation. Remember the Watergate? That was, even Bill knew he got caught, so Bill was just being a light on who he's gonna attack and who he ain't gonna attack. You know what I'm saying? Nixon was mobbed all the way up. You right, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why he quit. He knew when the smoke cleared. I ain't gonna front. Even in his situation, some of them dudes went to jail in the Watergate situation. But he knew he gonna get shot. You see what they did to Kennedy? God bless the dead Kennedy. They got his brother Robert. You see what he did to him? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Trump played stupid. But I think he really didn't know he was going to win. He just was, I think it went too far. Then he became attraction. Yo, he goes to speak to people in small areas that don't got no internet. In states like, Michigan in the woods somewhere. He don't be in Detroit. He be in the back. He be in some old town charging people $100 a ticket. They hear him just be Donald Trump. People in Ohio, they don't hear nothing presidential. They hear him talking to Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? In the backwoods of Kentucky, where he passed. Did he pass the law saying that it's cool to put the coal to approve coal mining again? Those are the states. Yeah, they got love in the hood, man. Yo, chain smoking. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. When I was a kid, right? I lived on 117th Street. They had a cousin that was crazy. But he lived, for some reason, they hit him out in East Harlem, Spanish Harlem. His name was Green Eyes Kennedy. He's in the book. He was addicted to that bag, you know what I'm saying? And they gave him an apartment, they paid for it, and their whole thing was to keep him out of Boston. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Italians protected this kid, plus, the white people would, you know what I'm saying, his rich friends would come from, I believe that. Shattered. I believe that. I'm telling you, man. And they come from a different generation of money in this, that, and the third. It was crazy. It was just like Giuliani, like Robert F. Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? They're doing wild, exactly. Yep, it's a fact. He lived in my building on the 5th floor with the mother. Green Eyes is the first person, that's a fact, Quinn. Green Eyes is the first person I ever ate octopus and all that calamari. I was like, what's this? Boom, I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? We go to this house, because they were the only official Irish guys on the block. Everybody else was black, Puerto Ricans, and Italians. They was the only Irish, and these dudes was cool. It was 2 of them, they lived upstairs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he crossed them all, but then his brother was acting like Giuliani. And when Giuliani became mayor of New York City, he was shooting at the mob. You know what I'm saying? Even before that, when he was the district attorney, you know what I'm saying? He was shooting at the mob, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hell yeah, they call them shooting galleries. Facts. See, before crack houses, you had shooting galleries where you could buy needles and you could shoot dope and all that stuff. That's what they had in like East Harlem, Black Harlem. Now, any city in the world you might have been at, they had shooting galleries. This is what they had. This is what was going on. So I'm trying to tell you, he's the first president I've ever seen go at it with the feds, though. Like, he's really going at it with them. And the feds, they really want to give him 1,000,000 years. I'm not gonna lie to you. They catch him slipping. See, for Trump, they have to wait till he's out of office before they can really get him. Because they got information on him, but they're like, nah, if you hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? My man told us something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Spanish Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Is that comment, subscribe, if you'd like to donate, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, sir. Before they gave away syringes, dudes made their own and pacifier, and you know what I'm saying? Facts. We in the building, man. Good morning, party people. Good morning, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. In the Midwest, though, Trump is giving a lot of money up. He's doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, the Midwest. Shannon, that's so deep what you just said right there. The Midwest has a lot of power. There's a lot of power in the Midwest, bro. As crazy as this sound, they may talk about all the shooting and killings, but there's a lot of money in the Midwest. There's a lot of warehouses, a lot of corporate offices in this Midwest. Like right now, they're building a federal agency here in downtown St. Louis on the north side. It's the biggest. It's one of the biggest federal projects that they ever had in St. Louis, where money-wise, where I think they pay like $100 million or $200 million loan for this stuff. Federal government. The federal government is doing a lot in the Midwest. They're creating jobs, or they're moving jobs around. So now, it's he's winning that vote. And in the areas that they're doing this, they're also moving in. They're gentrifying the areas, so now people are able to buy houses closer to where they may work. But definitely shout out to the chat, salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Corey King and them. I'm shout out to Corey King. Salute to Corey King. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe, follow the good brother. It's good money, man. J.E. Moneybags in the building. So this Trump thing is crazy. I'm gonna get the name of this radio station. It's a Republic. Yes, salute to CK, man. Salute to CK, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing a great job. He has his tournament going on with the with the Xbox thing. I think that's a good thing. You know, video games to keep the kids in the house and nobody. You know what I'm saying? That'll keep them from getting killed. And plus, it'll take their mind off of the street and put them in a competitive mind state. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to create competition, you know what I'm saying, in a positive way and not a negative way. So, you know, shout out to Corey King with that contest he's having, you know what I'm saying? And you'll support it, man. I think it's a great thing, man. Sometimes we give back in different ways, you know what I'm saying? And just giving back in a good way. They got this crazy, they have this crazy thing, man. They have this crazy internet thing it's just insane, man. And what I'm saying is, due to, you know what I'm saying? Due to, you'd be surprised, man. They have, when I come to the Midwest, they got this Republican radio station. It's Republican. I tell you, they sound like the Black Panthers. These dudes is militant. I'm like, God damn, yo, boom, yo, what I'm saying? And it's deep because it's like, so you realize everybody don't hate Trump. And the people that call in, you know what I'm saying? It's the people that call in, these people, or that they interviewing, these people aren't average Joes. These are people that's in position somewhere. Yo, I'm a Secretary of State, or I'm boom, boom, boom from here. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And they believe in Trump. But I think they believe in the Republican line. And even though he may not be their cup of soup, he's still Republican. And I guess because, you know, in the Midwest and definitely the Southeast and areas like that, most of them probably feel they lost the Civil War because a lot of people became bipartisan. A lot of states became bipartisan. Mindsets like, you know what I'm saying, Kansas was like, we don't want to have slaves. So then Kansas is right by Missouri. So certain parts of Missouri that had slavery, they going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest battles in the Civil War was fought in the Midwest, to be honest with you. Some of the biggest battles. So, you know what I'm saying? So now that they got their position in these politics, a lot of them are just sticking with we're not crossing the line. It's more of like a North and South thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this is just politics, man. But we have to go with the moving times. You know what I'm saying? That's true. We never seen one go to jail, man. But see, what they're gonna try to do to him is, if he give 4 more years, they're gonna wait till that 4 is up, and then watch. Then when he's a civilian, they could come at him then they'll be able to come at him aggressively and just take him to court, because now they just can't take him to court. They got to go through all these. Unless Trump do something really outlandish and foolish, they just can't take him to court. They have to go through all the investigations in the House of Representatives and Senate. So it's a fair fight for him. That's one thing that man has realized. It's a fair fight. You're not going to beat me all the way. Yeah. That's a great thing in New York. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everything's a process. You know what I'm saying? I believe that, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I think that, it's because, but you know what it is though? It deals with communication. It deals with topics that we speak on. I believe that we have to have different topics. If there's no different topics, then this is why it gets all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything. Your Queen of Detroit was popping, and this is how things begin to get. This is how things begin to go all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, you know, some people want to be first to something, or second to something, or third to something, or fourth to something, and then sometimes it creates these debates. There's more to talk about in life, party people. Look, we're talking about Donald Trump early in the morning. Right now, we're talking about Donald Trump. This is what we're talking about. As we speaking right now, we're talking about politics. We're talking about things that pertain to our age group. You know what I'm saying? Then we can talk about the young stuff. You know, I'm 6'9", and we could talk about 6'9". We could talk about Kodak Black. But you know, we're older, so we need to talk about, you know what I'm saying? We need to speak about things that's more of our age group, more that pertain to us sometimes. I believe that and that we need to focus more on the politics. You see what I'm saying? Today was a great, because it's something that, because it's asking them, it actually is showing us about politics, who got the power, who don't have the power, and the system of how they go about things. And you know what I'm saying? So now we know they just can't, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Because this is for real, man. They're trying to, listen, he's in the record books, it works. Now when you buy a history book, they're going to go, rock, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to go, boom. They're going to be like, Donald Trump is impeached, was impeached. That's what they're going to have. It's going to be page 28 in the history books. Donald Trump was the third president to be impeached. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you know why? They made a president that's into the media. Most presidents, they only come out when they have to come out. Now you see America has become the spotlight of the media. And then you got a guy who knows nothing about politics, the face of this media run for politics. I think he's the first president to run for president on an election and basically push a whole racist movement. Build the wall, build the wall. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. I tell you, he did everything he can do to lose, and he still won. What guy snaps on people? Of course, the Lying Ted, Little Rubio. You know what I'm saying? Here go to the black people. What you got to lose? You know what I'm saying? You vote for me, what you got to lose? He said everything that would not get you elected. The Build the Wall movement led to a bunch of kids running around with walls in their hand and build the wall and go back to your country. You're taking our jobs. And he won. That voted him in. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? He did I'm telling you, when they told him that he won the electoral, when they said that he won the electoral vote, that bugged him out. Now all of a sudden they built the piece of the wall, all the Mexicans is hopping over the wall. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about the wall no more. That's crazy. Now that he got his way, they don't even talk about the wall no more. Mexicans are doing backflips over it. You know what I'm saying? They're doing somersaults. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. They go the donkey over the wall. Hold on. Let's make a little ramp right here. We're going to cross over this joint. It's crazy. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep we have to keep the positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? He crossing over the jump off. I'm telling you, that's the first president that we seen ever run. I'm gonna tell you what they did, right? I'm gonna tell you what they did. Definitely salute wise brim. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? They sat back, right, and they said, you know what? We're gonna give this guy from New York a chance. No matter how much he tried to do to damage this presidential race, we're gonna put him in a position to win. We're gonna see what this guy from New York can do, and it's exactly what we got. they just didn't think he was that bad. They say, wait a minute, man. This guy must have grew up. This guy must have grew up with a bunch of African Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's from Queens. You know what I'm saying? We thought Jamaica Estates, but this guy that lost his mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Your Crown Prince TV was popping. I'm gonna tell you when I knew it was crazy. He the first president we know that he's off the gate sending Mexicans back. You know what I'm saying? And then the crazy part about it is, I think he was just talking. Then when he became president and tried to, with the babies in Mexico, he educated on us. That was a law that was in place that you can displace families. So it really wasn't even him that pushed the agenda. This was laws that they just wasn't following that was in place saying that you can displace a family if you cross the war, if you're not an American citizen. So I think a lot of these laws were surprising to him. He ain't read the 101 pamphlet. You know what I'm saying? He started losing his mind. You know what I'm saying? The funny part about it is, I'm going to tell you the weird part about this, man, is how many Mexicans do we think worked for any of his Trump hotels? This is the part that's amazing. This is the part that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I know you're looking like, what is he talking about? Send it back. That's back. But you know what he did, man? You know what he did? He used that push, man. And this is what you got, you know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Like, how do they work for you? How do they work for your my kitchen, G? You know what I'm saying? Your chain smokers is crazy. Y'all can tell you. But I ain't gonna front ISIS is a whole other situation. I don't think he's dealing with that. Trump ain't stupid. He know who to pick he know who to pick and choose his fight with. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, to this day, he tried his best to get he say things he know, like you could be like, let me tell you a good example. You could be like the Speaker of the House, the person that speaks for him sometime, and be like, yo, Chan, yeah, what's the person that does the speaking for him at those news conferences? What they call that person? What? The guy that used to talk for Trump at those, huh? It's like representative, when you do all the speaking. I forgot his name. Yeah. The person that goes to like this person, like to his conferences and stuff like that speak for him, they'll say one thing. I remember one person said, the lady said, Sarah Sanders, she had me laugh. She said, listen, don't be mad at Trump. Be mad at God because God made him president. I said, damn, y'all blame God. You know what I'm saying? That was real. She said, hold on. You're mad at the wrong person here. Don't be mad at Trump. Be mad at God. Like, what mad at God for? God made him president, so everybody started going at God. Damn, I knew it. I knew God was racist. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. It's crazy. She said, blame God. I said, what God got to do with this, man? God made him president. I'm telling you, every day he wake up, hate the player, hate the game. Exactly. They said, yo, she said, God. I said, God? Like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, that's what he said. Blame the Russians. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Blame the Russians. What's his name? Putin? He be bugging out. Why y'all keep saying he had me on the payroll for? He was bugging out his old Russian slang, drinking his little cheap vodka. Listen, I don't know what's going on in America, but we got more tax scams going on in Brighton Beach. We got to get these high interest loans in Bensonhurst. You know what I'm saying? We got we have bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? This Trump thing is making our block hot. We can't give somebody $100 million loan and get back $500 million. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with the Russians. The Russians have a lot of the Russians have a lot of things going on in America. Financial businesses going on. You know what I'm saying? Some legal, some illegal. Definitely. Peace, Kashana. Peace. Have a great morning. Hell yeah. The Russian banks is the best banks to get a loan from. The interest rates might be crazy, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, see, in Russia, you can't impeach the president. In Russia, like in Russia, when the president goes, he either gets shot or just loses. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, and I think, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's understanding. This is why that's why I tell people we have to focus on what's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you go to Brighton Beach. You got them storefronts. Half them storefronts is financial centers. And for some reason, you know what I'm saying, that's how, you know what I'm saying, that's just one way that they get money. Then the Russians, they sell a lot of oil to countries that we don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is how they make their millions. This is how they're making their money. So beefing with America is just one market. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, don't put us in our politics. The thing in America, what the Russians do, they buy a lot of major landscape. They own a lot of sports teams. They own a lot of blocks. They own a lot of real estate. A lot of those brownstones in Brooklyn are owned by a bunch of Brooklyn cats, OG Brooklyn cats. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Russian cats. A lot of Russians bought into gentrification. Like a lot of Asians bought into gentrification. You know what I'm saying? Also, with the Asians, they bought a lot of these ports. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this is how they make their money. Even China. The people that own Trump Plaza off the West Side Highway, they're from China. You know what I'm saying? That's what he sold it to. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he needed Trump needed an agenda, and a lot of like prime example, Bill Clinton was bipartisan with some of the decisions that he made when he was president. The three strikes law, that was a bipartisan vote. That was something the Republicans wanted more than the Democrats. That trade deal, the NAFTA deal, that was more Republican than Democrat, but he pushed that agenda and it worked. So, you know, Trump, anything that this guy was doing, that's his main fight. Like, yo, because NAFTA did affect a lot of business in America. It changed the way America started doing business in America. Because now, that's where the Mexicans come at. And all the foreigners that they had working for $2 an hour in these chicken plants and this, that, and the third, because the major companies was going across seas. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of like the Fords and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So in America-wise, even though in 2019, most of America are owned by foreign entities. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Major situations for like even these Fortune 500 companies. You'd be surprised who's the parent company. I know I used to work for Hannaford Supermarkets, and saying Hannaford Supermarkets own like Shop and Save, Food Lion, and a bunch of host of other companies. The parent companies, the Delhaize company is in Belgium. The company that actually owns Staples is in Belgium. It's from Belgium. So a lot of these companies that we see every day and wave to, they're not even owned by American money. They're owned by these foreign companies. So don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? See? Chase people smoking this said China owned Rockefeller Center. a bunch of Asians own, from the Middle East, own the Plaza Hotel. The Plaza Hotel is a hotel where they did Home Alone at. People don't know that. So America is not even owned by America. That when we say, oh, it's owned by the same people, we say, send them back. You know what I'm saying? It's just paying attention. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's just paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It's just paying attention. You're having these conversations going. A lot of people didn't even know that, man. Yo, I think an Asian company bought one of them big ports. Bought one of like they did. I guess these Asian companies are buying these ports where the ships coming at. They're actually buying these ports now. I know they. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can Google this. I forgot what states, but it's like 3-4 states where I think a company from China or a company from the Middle East, they're buying the actual ports where boats coming at with shipments, supply and demands. They're actually being owned by certain companies from other countries. So now you got some people in Yemen. Yeah, this is what they're doing. This anything to flip their money. Even China, they're putting their money into a lot of. Think about this, right? The number one supplier of fentanyl comes out of China. You know what I'm saying? And they finally have to make fentanyl an illegal substance because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Salute, I appreciate that, dogs. And now they have to make it an illegal substance. But think about this. You could just go online and order an ounce of fentanyl for $500. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. So when we sit around, because we sit around, and this is what I mean, we're still talking about 1960 politics, where the powers that be controlled it. The powers that be that we think control everything really ain't in control no more. The powers that be now with somebody in China sitting in the Communist Party. Some of the spots that we name are owned. Even most of Trump hotels are owned from companies that's owned by foreigners. That's why Trump is big on the branded thing. You know what I'm saying? This is why we need to have these conversations. I know Trump is a jack. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. He did all he could do to not become president, and they actually made him president. Now you make this guy president, and then all he know how to do is be him. Since when has Donald Trump said anything right in the media? Even when he was just CEO, Donald Trump, he always said something that was outlandish and something that was crazy. Since when has Donald Trump said anything that made sense? I used to compare Donald Trump back in the days to Don King. Don King had his own lingo. Like, what? Don King, the only person I know that gets swung on by every ex-boxer. That's a fact. He's never said nothing that was for the people. Not just his people at that, too. Like Donald Trump is Donald Trump. Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? What he just said. And I think, like I said, what he did, it's a fact. Just like in Ecuador, a lot of them kids in Ecuador, they're strung out on them cocaine leaves and all that stuff. In those, Central America, South American countries. You know what I'm saying? You got this guy. Right? That I guess he bought. You know what they said? They said that I'm reading something. They said that in Pakistan, HIV is real bad. And they're blaming it on poor, medical services, healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Things are, you know what I'm saying? It's so these other countries, a lot of things is going on, man. And that's why we would notice when they come over here, they try to look out for their family over there. You know what I'm saying? And it just depends on who got more money and who's in more of a position to win. Definitely, man. We definitely, we wake up early, you know what I'm saying? We wake up early in the morning for these resources, this information, man. Definitely wherever you're at, get into your local politics. Find out who's who or what's what. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Find out what can your local politicians do to help the situation. Go vote. That's definitely time to vote, man. Start going to your local politician office and find out what's going on, what's the services, what they have to offer. Don't just wait until this guy does something. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until, this decides he catch on. Sometimes you got to bring it to their face without protesting. Listen, Duke, this is what's going on. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of things that Olga Mendez did was because people was going to her office telling her the problem. And she wasn't out of touch with the streets because they would go to her, listen, mommy, there's no jobs. We need free cheese. We need that, not just free cheese. Because we say the cheese line, but in the cheese line, they give you pork, they give you beef, they give you cereal. So, you know what I'm saying? They gave the information. So for her to get these services, whatever she did to get the Republican vote for some Republicans in Harlem, it worked. Because it wasn't about her personal politics. That's what I mean about, they say integrity and morals and principles. Sometimes to make sure, because remember, Olga Mendez was financially okay. But to make sure that my people ain't starving, I gotta give in to these Republicans. I'm not gonna stand on my 2 feet and go, well, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna stand strong. Because if everybody don't know, Olga Mendez is the first Latino woman from Puerto Rico to ever be voted to any Senate in the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. She fought for that, though. She fought that the federal government would give more money into HUD, more money into welfare, so that at least, listen, you may not get a job, but y'all can at least, until the economy come back and doors open, boom. And then what she did, which I had truly respect, was people didn't know about vesting. And then she started putting people onto the Disability Act. And then what happened, a lot of people started creating their own businesses that was Latino or black. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because she crossed the line. She went to the bipartisan. She was bipartisan and went to the Republicans, and she started getting the same. She started getting the same services that they was giving the farmers with the grants and the welfare and the job placements and the job programs, and she brought that to the hood. She brought that to the hood, Olga Mendez. So that's why I get mad. Listen, the Democrats hated her for years because she did get the Republican vote. A lot of Puerto Ricans started voting for the Republicans because what she was doing was she was getting the services. Nobody was doing it. Ed Koch didn't care about us. It was bad in the hood in the 80s. Reagan wasn't giving no money. Reagan wasn't doing nothing. Listen, the federal government was so bad that Ronald Reagan, that's why dudes was getting away, because he wasn't putting no money into no federal investigations. Everything had a hold. He was firing people from federal jobs he wasn't hiring. So the only way that you was gonna get money in America, unless you was already in the union in a good position. So Olga Mendez, as she's watching the neighborhood, the people that help her come up, I gotta get my people services, man. Bad enough we had slumlords, we had, you know what I'm saying, we had personal things going on. And she did that, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Olga Mendez, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, now, because the point, Giuliani pushed that kick, that work for your check thing. They wasn't doing that back then. They used to give you a book of food stamps, and twice a month you get the money, boom, boom. And they paid your rent, and you got the medical, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Word. Just shout out to Olga Mendez, man. Definitely shout out to her, man. She was great. Spanish Harlem. I just had the experience growing up with that. I remember going with my mother to Olga Mendez, office beefing, and I don't fuck. Whatever mother was beefing about, boom, it worked for her. You know what I'm saying? So go to your local politicians. Don't assume because they see somebody getting beat up by the police beating somebody up, they're gonna do the right thing. Walk to the office and find out what's going on. This is what's going on, man. I got a plan. And boom, boom. A lot of times they'll be with it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely be with it. They definitely be with it, man. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And that's the second. Trump was like the second president that we ever had that was really Hollywood, right? Because Ronald Reagan was an actor first, and then he became, he was governor. Then he became president. Then we got, Donald Trump, real estate, a couple of shows on national TV, becomes president. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, to push these agendas, some people told you they put him in position to push their agenda. Don't think a lot of these little small cities ain't getting a lot of services. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely was. You know what I'm saying? When he became governor, boom, 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 they pushed this agenda. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the more, because their whole logic was, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, their whole logic was, you can fight the power, but keep it religious. Once you become militant, the game is over. You know what I'm saying? So in 2019, we have to be proactive. We have to be smart. We have to go to these offices. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they definitely knew. And the Panthers was moving from being super militant to creating programs. Like the Meals on Wheels, the educational programs, you know what I'm saying? Like you was able, you know what I'm saying? Like they was still militant, but they started providing services that the government just wasn't ready for. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they want to put you on one stigma. They want you to be Black Panther, fight the power. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be Black Panthers and they help the people or they for the people. You know what I'm saying? And, that's why I said, wherever you at, just don't vote for your local politician. Go meet them. Go look at the person that's representing you in your district. You know what I'm saying? These people don't know unless you tell them something. Listen, bro, this is what's going on. You ever notice why downtown Manhattan, when you go downtown Manhattan, the rich area, the streets is plowed right and everything is plowed where the money at? Because these people, not because they have money and that they vote these people in, these people physically go to that office and they go there complaining, and then they go on the news and go, listen, I went to him 8 times, he ain't listening. I don't know why we voted him in, and bing, bing, bing. We got to do that, man. We can't expect somebody to cry that don't live in our community like that's bad, that they didn't snowplow the South Bronx. We have to go to their office. Like, listen, Duke, we voted you in. Can we have sanitation on deck here, like we have, like y'all have them over there? You go, you know what I'm saying? That's how that works. You can't sit back in the cut and go, what they're supposed to do. Them rich people still get on they don't just sit back and go because they know we on 73rd Street. They're gonna plow our block. No, they going to that. Listen, I don't know what's going on. My kids. You have to clear the block out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have to clear that block out. We have to clear this out. We have to clear that out. You know what I'm saying? And it's real deep. It's serious, man. Go to your local, no matter what city, state, go to your local politicians, see what's going on. See, find out what companies are winning these contracts, and if there are companies that don't like to hire minorities or females or any type of gender, you're allowed to put together class actions to sue those companies. Y'all can't wait to go, well, they won't give me a job because I'm not a union. Some of these contracts of these companies hiring these people, why you think you see people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why you think you got people that physically go to these places and they sue people? And they physically sue people and they sue these companies, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what, they got a contract? That company, boom, boom, boom. They did that wrong, but they did that wrong, and we're gonna sue them. We don't want them in our community. We can't wait till the last minute. We can't wait to go, yo, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be on it. If you're gonna be an activist in your community, if you're gonna be for the people, for the power, find out what's going on in your community. You know what I'm saying? Find out what's going on in your community. If you don't know what's going on in your community, how can you fight the powers that be? I would have never thought, listen, I would have never thought. They said no to building a stadium in Midtown by 34th Street, 9th Avenue, right? But they actually sold that land. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But where? But where? You know what I'm saying? But we saw the property to the guy that owned Blockbuster, that owned the Miami Dolphins, and I believe the Florida, you know what I'm saying? They sell him all that property. That was a multi-billion-dollar project done in Midtown. A guy that's not even from New York City. So you understand what I'm saying? The powers that be, man. So that's because the people that was beefing, oh, we give you a job, we're gonna build this, we'll build the extra this, we put money into that. Oh, I bet, be happy. Nobody else complains. So what happens, it goes up. Then when the building goes up, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man. So with that being said, party people, with that being said, man, we just focus more on your politics, your local areas, you know what I'm saying? You can't be an activist if you don't know what's going on in your local government. You cannot be. That's just some internet stuff. Don't talk to the internet. Go to your local representative offices and let them hear the cries. Pay attention to who's getting all these contracts and what companies are getting these contracts. You know what I'm saying? Go, yo, listen, this company's out of Connecticut. There's 8 good companies around here that's legal, that got insurance. Why we don't hire within our communities? You know what I'm saying? We can't just sit back and keep walking by companies that's getting. We see when you look at the companies that's getting these contracts, they're not even from New York. Like, wait a minute, or wherever you're from. Like, wait a minute, they're from Pennsylvania. How they got the contract in my community? Because we're not involved with that. We're out there. We are on the street on the front lines, but we're not going inside and finding out what's going on. It's not hard. You walk in, listen, there's 8 contracts coming up. How can I bid on them? This is why I'm gonna tell you the trick. You get a storefront. That creates an office. That you get all the right licenses and all the right insurances. You have to invest in this. Then you can legally start bidding on jobs. Then you put together a good crew. Then you have to get the right insurances. You have to get everything that's legal, because if you get a $500,000 contract, you're able to pay them, pay your insurances, pay everything, workers' comp, and everything works. Because most of these jobs you can't get because most people don't even have workers' comp. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I gotta go. I hope it's a lot of information brought to your party people. Let's stay positive, you know what I'm saying? Let's understand that. Let's not wait till somebody gets shot. Let's not wait. Definitely appreciate that. Let's not wait till somebody gets shot, stabbed. Let's not wait till that. Let's not wait till the police beat somebody in the head. Let's not wait until they auction off 5 buildings on your block, and since you wasn't paying attention, some guy from Yugoslavia, he owns half the block now, who only cares about dollars and cents and don't care about color or gender. Just give me my money. Let's focus on that, party people. Okay? We are like for those that's that's probably looking and lurking, y'all can subscribe. If you want to donate, y'all can donate. Got the super chat now. Y'all can donate through the Cash App or whatever, PayPal. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bring this to you every day. We're going to talk about a new topic every day with this politics. We're going to touch on, the small talk, the hip-hop talk. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? The 6ix9ine, he don't want to go to jail. We get it. He told you, see, when you tell, you still go to jail. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the game goes. Whack 100 running his mouth, the human troll, he gets punched in the face. That's what's going to happen. Eventually, you're going to bump heads with the people you're talking crazy about, or the people that love them. Puppy had a great party. You know, Jay-Z was there. Jig was in the building. You know, Kanye and Jay-Z was in the same building together. That was cool. They ain't go to blows. Why? It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't there for each other. We're here for Puff. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah, 6ix9ine Pops came out of nowhere. That was surprising, but you know what I'm saying? You know, this guy's worth millions. This happened with Shaq. When Shaq became this great NBA player, out of nowhere, his dad came out of nowhere. Oh, that's my son. You talking about when Shaq played for the Magic, you know what I'm saying? It happens sometimes, man. They all come out of nowhere. Oh, God, that's my son. She goes, what? Where was you at the last 20 years of his life? I was chilling, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't mean wrong. You don't even know your son, you know what I'm saying? I know I don't know him, but I could tell from the rap videos he was confused, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, that's what happens, man. So with that being said, man, have a great morning. Have a great morning. And we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm at the spot, 1 o'clock, live at the studio, live in effect, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'll be live in full effect tomorrow, 1 o'clock, in the studio, live. So we in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Spitting image of him, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. Look just like the man, you know what I'm saying? So that with being said, man, have a good Friday. Don't drink and drive. Take a walk. With that being said, party people, peace.